Okay, so proceed tayo sa example number 3, no? So, for example, if you have any question for our example number 2 or previous examples, you may just have to ask it, okay? So, for example number 3, giving you a brief overview about this one. No, this is just all about dito. This is just all about carboxylic acids and ester, okay? Carboxylic acids and ester. So, ano yung sir yung pinakaiba ng carboxylic acids at saka ester doon kay alcohol at saka ni ether? So, ang pinakaiba lang is for alcohol, di ba, for alcohol, ang ina-attach natin is OH, no? OH doon sa hydrocarbon groups, no? In here, no, sa carboxylic acids, okay, carboxylic acids, ang ina-attach natin instead of OH sa R, okay, or the hydrocarbon groups, ang ina-attach natin is yung COH, okay, or ito yun siya, ito, COH. Instead of OH, ang ina-attach natin is COH. Okay, di ba for ethers naman, ang ginagawa natin sa OH na to is ito siya, inaalis natin. So, ang ginagawa natin is R, O, R. Okay, yung H dito is panapalitan natin ng another hydrocarbon groups. Okay, another hydrocarbon groups. Okay, so dito naman sa part na to, this would be the ethers. This would be the alcohol. Ito naman is carboxylic acids. So, ibig sabihin, yung alcohol is the same concept with carboxylic acids, and ethers is the same concept with dito, the same concept with ester, no? So, kasi bakit ito siya, itong OH dito, kung papalitan natin siya ng another hydrocarbon groups, for example, CO, tapos another hydrocarbon groups here, so, ito na actually yung ester natin. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, parehas ng concept si alcohol at saka si carboxylic acids at saka at the same din ng concept si ang tawag dito, ethers at saka si ester. Okay? So, yun. So, okay. So, step number 1, finding the name of these hydrocarbons, okay, or these carboxylic acids at saka esters. So, if we have for step number 1, we have for letter A, number the carbon of longest chain of ketone where carboxyl carbonyl group CO is connected. Okay. What is that? Sabi dito, ketone siya. Okay. Ketone pala siya. This would be aldehydes at saka ito pala is aldehydes. And this is ketone. Okay, aldehydes to siya at saka ketone. Mamaya pala natin i-discuss yung carboxylic acid. So this would be ketone. Okay? So for step number 1, number the carbon of longest chain of ketone where carbonyl group, no? So dito ang tawag natin dito is carbonyl group. Okay? Carbonyl group. Take note of that. So, number daw the carbon of the longest chain of ketone where carbonyl group CO is connected. Okay? So, this is for letter A, no? So, bakit CO? Kasi ito yun siya. Ito yung concept niya actually. Ito. Itong ester. Ketone pala. CO. Okay? So, lalagyan daw natin ng number. Okay? The longest chain where CO is connected. So, in here, nag-start tayo dito. Bakit? Yung CO kasi is mas malapit siya dito. So, kaya dito tayo nag-start. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take note that yung carbon ng carbonyl group is kasali sa numbering. Okay? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So, step number 2, identify the name of ketone by noting the number of carbon of carbonyl group CO on the long chain. Okay? So, aalamin daw natin yung kanyang name by noting what number is being assigned to the carbon of carbonyl group of ketone, in which this one, ito yun siya. So in this case 2 siya. Okay, so sabi dito, since the carbon of carbonyl group is labeled as number 2, the name of the molecule therefore is 2 pentanone, no? Pentanone. Bakit pentanone? Bakit? Kasi here we have 1 2 3 4 5 5 limang carbon, so supposedly its name is pentane, but since this is ketone, so yung ANE doon papalitan natin siya ng ONE. So mangyayari is magiging 2 pentanone. Okay? 2 pentanone. Okay? So yun. For letter B naman, no, for letter B, again, for step number 1, number the carbon. Okay, yung letter B, ito yun siya. Okay, so for step number 1 niya, we have a name, number the carbon of a longest chain of aldehyde. No? So this would be aldehyde. Bakit? Kasi yung hydrogen niya is hindi naka-substitute ng another form of hydrocarbon groups. Unlike this one, na yung H dito is nawala. Napalitan siya ng CH3. Okay? So this would be aldehyde, no? So number the carbon of the longest chain of aldehyde where carbonyl group CHO is connected. Okay? CHO. Yung kanina is CO lang. At saka may dalawang bonding. Okay, sign. So in this case, isang bonding sign tapos CHO. Bakit? Kasi ito yun siya. Okay? Representing this one. Double bonding of O, C, at saka H. Connected to another hydrocarbon groups. Okay? So sabi dito, since from our discussion, we must consider, okay, this is from our manuals, we must consider the carbon of a CHO group as the first carbon of a long chain. We number the carbons of this molecule as follows, no? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. No, bakit? Kasi from our discussion, dapat daw yung carbon ng kuan natin, yung carbon ng yung carbon ng carbonyl group natin is the number 1 dapat, no? Automatically siya dapat yung pang number 1. So we have in here 1 2 3 4. Okay? So for step number 2, therefore, we have identified the name of an aldehyde by noting the number of carbon of carbonyl group CHO on long chain. So aalamin daw natin yung name ng hydrocar or yung aldehydes na yan, okay, by noting what number assigned to carbon of carbonyl groups. Okay? So in this case, sabi dito, since the carbon of carbonyl group is located or labeled as number 1, no, based on here 1 man to siya, so the name of the molecule therefore is 1-butanal, okay, or 1-butanal or simply as butanal. Bakit Al? Kasi this is actually aldehyde, no? So for aldehyde, instead na ONO for ketone, ang ipapalit mo sa ANE is Al. Okay? So yun. So we have butanal kasi bakit? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 na carbon. So supposedly the name of that one is butane, but since this is an aldehyde, so yung ANE doon is papalitan natin ng Al. So magiging okay, yung E pala dito is papalitan natin ng Al, so mangyari is butanal. Okay? Butanal. So yan. So yun yung name niya. Finally, we arrive on the final name of these aldehydes for the